Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Sun Academy. I am Naresh sir. Today in this lecture we are going to solve a question of joint venture in accounts. As you can see, the given question is Sun, Moon and Star agreed to construct a building for a company. They decided to share profit and loss in ratio of 3 to 1 respectively. They deposited 7 crore 20 lakh in their joint bank account as per profit and loss ratio. Expenses paid from their bank account: for material they paid 3 crore, for labor they paid 2 crore 50 lakhs, for plant they paid 1 crore. Mixture machine brought by Sun of rupees 90 lakh. Architect fees paid by Moon for rupees 50 lakh. Vehicles brought by Star for rupees 40 lakh. Architect fee paid by Moon was 50 lakh, sorry. And when work completed, Moon took material worth rupees 20 lakh. Sun took away machine for 80 lakh. Plant realized 90 lakh. Vehicles were sold for 35 lakh. 10 crore being 80% of contract price was received through net banking, while for remaining amount equity shares were allotted, which each partner took 20% above face value equally. Prepare necessary accounts. Now students, as you can see, necessary accounts will be joint venture accounts, bank account and partners capital account. And you can see that all figures are being written in taking 1 lakh as common, because the board is narrow or short, so I cannot write the figures for whole amounts. Now as question is that they have deposited 7 crore 20 lakh in the ratio of profit and loss. So 7 crore 20 lakh will be divided in 6 part. So 120 are deposited by Star on debit side of the bank account to Star's capital account 120, and on the credit side of the capital account I will write by bank account in Star 120, and in Moon 240, and Sun 360. So on the debit side I will write also to Moon's capital account 240, to Sun's capital account 360. They have deposited the amount, so on the debit side of the bank account, while on the credit side of the capital account entry will be written. Then after is expenses paid from bank account: material 3 crore, labor 2 crore 50 lakh and plant 1 crore. So on the debit side of the joint venture account, material to labor and to plant. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650 on the credit side of the bank account by joint venture account 650. These expenses are paid through bank account, so bank account will be credited while joint venture account will be debited. Mixture machine brought by Sun for 90 lakh. So on the debit side of the joint venture account to son's capital account 90 mixture machine. On the credit side of the capital account, by joint venture account mixture machine in the column of son. Vehicle architect fees paid by Moon 50 lakh. On the debit side of the joint venture account, Moon's capital account 50, that is architect's fee. While on the credit side of the capital account, joint venture account architect fee. Vehicles brought by Star for 40 lakh on the debit side of the joint venture account, on the credit side of the other entry to the capital account. To Star's capital account vehicles, that is 40 by joint venture account were completed. Moon took material worth 20 lakh. So on the credit side of the joint venture account, by Moon's capital account, that is 20, what has he taken? Material. To Moon has taken material worth 20. Then after, Sun took away machine for 80 lakh. So on the credit side of the joint venture account, by Sun's capital account 80, he has taken machine. On the debit side of the capital account, plant realized 90 lakh. So by bank account, plant 90. On the debit side of the bank account, joint venture account, plant 90. While vehicles were sold for 350 to joint venture account 35 vehicles, while on the credit side of the joint venture account, by bank account vehicles 35, that means 35 lakh. 10 crore being 80% of the contract price was received through net banking. So by bank account 1000 to joint venture account while for remaining amount equity shares were allotted which each partner took 20% above the face value. Now 10 lakh will be divided 10 crore will be divided with 80%. So amount will be 12 crore 50 lakh, out of which 10 crore has been received through bank. So for 250 plus 20% will be added here. 10 crore subtract amount will be 2 crore 50 lakh. Now 2 crore 50 lakh shares has been received, which each partner took about 20% above the face value. So equity shares of 100 will be taken by each partner by equity shares were received for 250, while profit that is 50. Because equity shares of 2 crore 50 lakh were taken by partners at 20% above the face value, so 50 lakh was profit for that. Now we will tally, taking credit side total of the joint venture account, that is 20 plus 80 plus 90 plus 35 plus 1300, that is 1525 minus 650 minus 90 and other 90. 695 is the profit to Sun's capital account, to Moon's capital account, to Star's capital account, divide by 6. So 115.83, that is Star's, 231.68, that is Moon, and 347.52, that is Sun's. Now that will be written on the credit side of the joint venture account. Let us make it again. 1525 minus 650 minus 90 minus 90, divide by 6, that is 115.84, 231.66, and 347 point. Now figures is in crores, so definitely there will be difference in point. I am making sure that I take the exact figures so that there must not be any difference. Here I will make T3. So 347.51 for Sun, 231.68 for Moon, and 115.83. That means 1 crore 15 lakh 83,000 for Star. Here I will close this account. Now I will find the balance of the Son's capital account 360 plus 90 plus 347.51, that is 797.51 minus 180. He will receive 617.51 to bank account. Now Moon 240 plus 50 plus 231.68, that is 521.68 minus 120. So 401.68, while star total is 275.83 minus 100, he will receive 175.83. Total for Moon is 521.68, while for Sun is 797.51. Now on the credit side of the bank account, by Sun's capital account 617.51 by Moon's capital account, that is 401.68. Here that is 347. I think I took some another figure. Now for star, that is 115.80, 175.83. For Moon that is 401.68, for Sun that is 347.51. Now I will tally the bank account, taking total of the debit side, that is 1845, that means 18 lakh 18 crore 45 lakh. On the credit side of the bank account, that is 347.51 plus 401.68 plus 175.83. Okay. Student, here 617.51 was right. I was by mistakenly taking the profits amount. Now 617.51. So 650 plus 617.51 plus 401.68 plus 175.83, 1845. Here I am making it 81. Somewhere you have to adjust because figures are too high. In this way, when our figures are very high, some figure has to be adjusted. Here 2000 was coming more, but in crores 2000 can be the negligible. Now I will repeat the question again. They deposited 7 crore 20 lakh in the P&L ratio to their joint bank account. So first entry will be on the debit side of the bank account and second entry will be on the credit side of the capital account. Then after, there were expenses which were written on the debit side of the joint venture account while on the credit side of the bank account. Sun brought mixture machine of 90 on the debit side of the joint venture while on the credit side of the capital account. Moon brought paid architect fees similarly on the debit side of the joint venture while on the credit side of his capital account. Star brought vehicles on the debit side of the joint venture account while on the credit side of his capital account. Then after, Moon took away the material worth 20 lakh, so on the credit side of the joint venture while on the debit side of his capital account. Sun took machine for 80 lakh, similarly on the credit side of the joint venture while on the debit side of his capital account. Then after, plant was sold for 90 lakh on the debit side of the bank account while on the credit side of the joint venture account. Vehicles were sold for 35 lakh on the debit side of the bank account while on the credit side of the joint venture account. 10 crore being the 80% of the contract price was received through net banking, so on the debit side of the bank account while on the credit side of the joint venture account. For the remaining amount, equity shares were received which each partner took about the 20% of the face value, so that becomes 3 crore. Each partner took equally, so 1 crore on the debit side of the capital account while on the credit side of the joint venture account 2 crore 50 lakhs was shared while profit on the share 50 lakh. Now taking total of the credit side of the joint venture and subtracting all these figures, you will receive the profit which will be distributed in 3:2:1. Other entry of that will be on the credit side of their capital account. Then after, you have to find the total of the credit side of the capital account, and by subtracting these figures you will find the balance of all partners capital which will be paid to them through bank account, and entry for that will be written on the credit side of the bank account. Whenever you practice the sum with the higher figures in the practical world, you can easily get with the sums. Now if you like our channel, do subscribe, share our links and follow us for regular lectures.